I'm Gridden, and this is BINBUSTER, where I buy, watch, and review budget bin movies for you. But before I tell you what today's movie is, I want to say a little something. Today is number 4 of our Animation August. It's also the last Friday before our contest, our giveaway ends. Next Wednesday is going to be our last day that you guys can subscribe to this channel and enter to win the giveaway of either an Amazon $20 Amazon gift card or the movies of Officer Down on Blu-ray and the 4K of Ocean's 8. So next Wednesday is the last time you guys can enter to win that. And thank you for entering. I'll see you guys next Friday for that video to see who wins. But first, let's get right into this review. Like I said, I'm BINBUSTER. I buy, watch, and review budget bin movies for you. Today's movie is none other than that dollar store animated classic. Yeah, you heard me. Mission to the Moon. Also, in Norwegian or overseas in Europe, it's called Lewis and Luca's Mission to the Moon. So, that's Lewis, that's Luca. A duck and a hedgehog. Okay. Without further ado, I'll go give you guys the good, the bads, my thoughts, and overall, what I think of this movie, as well as a rating. Let's get into those goods. I gotta say, I'm a sucker for claymation. If you guys like Wallace and Gromit, you guys like Gumby, you guys like Shaun the Sheep, you guys like Nightmare Before Christmas, James and the Giant Peach, or any of those other anime, Paranorman, or any of those other claymation styles done by Tim Burton, you're gonna like this movie. It's done very well. The puppeting of the claymation figures is awesome. It's very well put together in that aspect. I love this type of stuff. I love claymation movies. I love them all. In fact, on my TV shelf, I have Gumby, the complete series. That shows you how much I love it. I have Wallace and Gromit somewhere on these shelves. I also have on these shelves too Shaun the Sheep. So, yeah, I'm all gung-ho about claymation movies. And this is another one that I liked to watch. When they were getting prepped for takeoff, there was this whole checklist of things, and it made me laugh with some of the stuff on there. Like, they made me laugh with they literally said on the thing, they have a checklist and they're checking it off. It says, the machine that goes beep. Make sure it's beeping properly. It's called the machine that beeps. Yeah, they just did that. That made me laugh. They also use one of those air blowers that you see in, like, for fireplaces that are accordion, kind of like this. They kind of go like that. They use it to help remove air from the fuel tank. Yeah, yeah. Who knew something like this? A use of oven gloves hooked up to the electronics to help with when the ship navigation system got all messed up. It hit the outhouse that Luca was in and got stuck on the ship. So Louis had to use these oven mitts with electronics on them, and these gigantic arms grabbed Luca out of the thing and pretty much saved him from exploding head when you go up into space. Yes. Due to the yes, and this is all when the external driving system that Alfie the inventor. He's not on the cover here, but that's him right there on that picture. Right there. That's Alfie. When he's controlling it, that mishap happens there. Just like every other movie that ends up dismissed, there's always something that goes wrong. I'll get into those in a little bit. But first, I gotta admit that I love the way Louis explains to Luca how stars are and how space is. That was very touching, very dear. That made the movie for me. And I kind of like the insider joke of how the Russians and Americans are always in space with the space station. They had an empty vodka bottle and a Burger King wrapper, like a old school box there, and they said, "Oh, look, the Russians were. It looks like the Americans were too." And they show the Burger King logo. I'm like, that made me laugh even more. I'm like, this is kind of funny. And I wasn't too convinced that this movie was going to be any good when I first got into it. So, Luca the Hedgehog is a scaredy cat who tries to stop this machine that this guy right here, who works for the government, that guy right there, works for the government. So they need a government official to make the mission to the moon official. So he goes there and he tries to stop this machine that the government brought on board to bail moon dust. I ain't making this up. Bail moon dust. Why? Because the oil reserves are going to end soon. Yeah. Explain that more in a bit. But see, so they get sold by the Norwegian government. So, who's a scaredy cat? He goes up by himself and stops this thing. Well, Louis shows up. This monkey guy who was a stowaway shows up. Yeah, it's all... It all gets explained here in a moment. And when the monkey's seen out there, they had no more suits, so he has a clothespin on his nose like this. So he has a clothespin on there. That's one way to save you from oxygenless space. But anyways, the bad. Oxygenless space with the clothespin. As well as, I did not realize this was the third in a trilogy. Obviously, Louis and Luca is a series of movies done in Norway. It's like the British version of Wallace and Gromit. It's like the British Wallace and Gromit films. This is the third one in the series. I did not realize that until I went researching more into this movie for this review. The household items used to make the ship. I mean, they make them all of household items. Oven mitts. The beeping device is just a light bulb that go beep, beep. And to tell them that if they have gravity, there's like an old globe there that kind of spins around. Yeah, that's to tell them how they... And their communication system is a microphone and an old radio. I wonder if Vin Diesel saw this movie and goes, "Hey, we can do that with a car in Fast 9. Possibly. I don't know for sure, but it seems like that's where he got the idea from. The dust bills are used... These are my bads, if you guys didn't realize. The dust bills are used to live off when the oil is gone. Which, when used as fuel, could be 5 times faster. So, with them running out of oxygen, they get back to their 5 times faster. As they come barreling down the thing, there's a low parachute that comes in that way. Luke is happy to be on the ground. Louis is, "Hey, I'm a pilot," type of thing. They gotta go warp speed through it when the fuel hits, but it makes the insides like a sauna. So they are all there. The monkey who was supposed to get some moon cheese, yeah, for these two evil guys who put cheese on board so they could sell it and be like, "It's moon cheese." The cheese comes back and it's all melted because it's so hot in there. Yeah, the moon dust, apparently when used as fuel, makes it very hot. Even hotter than a sauna. Go figure. Who knew? I didn't. Is that real? Comment down below. If you guys think moon dust can be used as fuel, comment down below with this. I can't believe some of the comments that will come up with this. It's going to be hilarious. I'm just thinking ahead. But anyways, my thoughts and ratings on this right now. I honestly think this movie deserves 3 stars. No, it's not going to be as great as Sicker Nim, All Dogs Go to Heaven, Batman the Long Halloween. It's there. It has all the pieces that it needs it to be. But my 3-star rating is because of one thing. It entertains you. Despite it suffers from the same thing most movies like this do. And that happens to be a couple guys who are looking to make money on it. The evil government official looking to make money off of the flight. Not wanting to abort the mission. A lot of other forces like that jeopardize the launch, like part of the space, a satellite puncturing their oxygen tank thing, and he has to patch it up with a patch, literally like a oven mitt, like an oven pad type of patch, fixes it up. Stuff like that is very commonplace in movies, animated movies like this, so that way there's a sense of adventure. That's why I give this 3 stars. Yeah, that's right. 3 stars. That's all I give this movie. It's a middle of the road movie that's claymation. You like claymation style? Check this movie out. Check out Wallace and Gromit. Check out Nightmare Before Christmas, James and the Giant Peach. Check out Corpse Bride. I almost said Paranorman. Frankenweenie was one too. Check all those out. Those are some great versions of claymation movies. This one is a middle of the road one, done in Norway. Norwegians, keep up the good work. I mean, I did Icebreaker earlier, and that was a Russian film. Seems like foreign films are being better made than they were years ago. Way to go, guys. Keep it up. And as always, get ready to lift off in this hilarious journey to outer space. Who wants a duck and a hedgehog to pilot your spaceship? That's right, it's Mission to the Moon. Make it a movie night, and remember to dive right in.